The world you know is a pale, safe shadow of what it once was. Millions of years ago, our planet was a realm of nightmares, a stage for biological horrors that defy imagination. These were times when true monsters walked the earth and haunted the oceans. Predators so dominant, they shaped the very evolution of life. Fortunately for us, the largest and most terrifying of these titans have been erased by time. Forget the T-Rex for a moment. While iconic, it was just one of many. Today, we will unearth 10 other forgotten legends, monsters that would make even the most famous dinosaurs cautious. Number 10. Gigantoyacus. Imagine a primate colossus, an ancestral relative of the orangutan, but with the fury and scale of a mythical creature. The Gigantopithecus dominated the forests and mountains of Asia during the Pleistocene, a true king of the jungle. Its colossal size and powerful jaws, capable of crushing bamboo like celery, suggest an herbivorous diet. But make no mistake, its peace was guaranteed by terrifying power. Standing 3 meters, 10 feet, tall and weighing over 540 kilograms, 1,200 pounds, its physical strength was legendary, capable of uprooting trees. It would not hesitate to use its crushing power to obliterate any threat that dared to invade its territory, including the first humans. Its extinction, around 300,000 years ago, remains a mystery. Perhaps it was the competition with the more adaptable Homo erectus, or drastic climate changes that destroyed its bamboo forests, proving that not even giants survive a changing world. Number 9. 1-meter scorpions, Pulmonoscorpius. Abandon the image of the small arachnid. Now, visualize a scorpion the size of a large dog, patrolling the forest floor. The Pulmonoscorpius, or breathing scorpion, was a 1-meter-long terrestrial predator, a walking nightmare. Equipped with claws capable of crushing bone, and a stinger that injected a cocktail of venom in industrial quantities, its lethality was a macabre certainty. Fossils suggest its eyes, positioned on top of its head, gave it a panoramic view, making it a perfect ambush hunter. It lived in an era of arthropod nightmares, sharing its world with cat-sized cockroaches, hawk-sized dragonflies, and the giant millipede Arthropleura, which we'll see later. Today's crocodiles are timid relics of their ancestors. Meet the Purosaurus, a leviathan that patrolled the rivers and swamps of South America 8 million years ago. At 13 meters, 43 feet, long, and with a skull the size of an adult man, it was a monster of biblical proportions. Its bite, the most powerful ever calculated for any terrestrial or aquatic animal, was a bone press, capable of generating a force that would humiliate a T-Rex's. Swallowing a human whole would have been a trivial task. This was the absolute king of its ecosystem, a predator so dominant, it hunted and annihilated any other creature that crossed its path, from giant fish to other crocodiles. Number 7. Quetzalcoatlus. From the skies came not angels, but winged demons. The Quetzalcoatlus was a flying aberration, a pterosaur that, on land, stood as tall as a giraffe and, in the air, had a wingspan that rivaled a small fighter jet. Unlike other pterosaurs, it did not live near the sea. Its habitat was the continent's interior. Its bizarre anatomy, with a disproportionate neck and beak and a compact body, suggests an even more frightening hunting method. It wasn't an aerial fisher. It walked on land, like a stork from hell, using its long, sharp beak as a spear to snatch prey from the ground. Prey that could include dog-sized dinosaurs, or hypothetically, even man-sized creatures. Number 6. Megalodon, the ultimate alpha predator of the oceans. The Megalodon was the personification of abyssal terror, a perfectly evolved killing machine. Imagine a great white shark, now triple its size to 18 meters, 60 feet, and multiply its weight to 100 tons. Its teeth were the size of a human hand. This monster only disappeared 2.6 million years ago, which means it hunted the ancestors of the whales and sharks we know today. Fossil evidence shows whale vertebrae with Megalodon tooth marks, proving it was a titan hunter. If it still swam in our seas, every beach would be a frontier to the abyss, and the expression "dangerous waters" would have a whole new meaning. Number 5. Gorgonops. Long before the first dinosaur, Earth had already created its prototype of terror. The Gorgonops, which lived 260 million years ago during the Permian period, was an unholy fusion of reptile and mammal, and the first true saber-toothed killer. Reaching 3 meters, 10 feet, in length, this predator was a relentless killing machine, reigning as the undisputed apex predator of its time. Its semi-erect posture gave it surprising speed, and its massive canines were precision tools, designed for one purpose: to pierce, tear, and kill the armored creatures with which it shared the world. Number 4. Terrorbirds. Forus racidae. For millions of years, the most feared terrestrial predator in South America was not a cat or a bear, but a bird. The terrorbirds were bipedal carnivores that couldn't fly but compensated with terrifying speed, sprinting like a cheetah to chase down and slaughter their prey. The largest species reached 3 meters, 10 feet in height. Their weapon was an axe-like beak, a brutal tool used to shatter bones, pierce skulls, and tear flesh. Their diet included prehistoric horses and camels. And yes, when the first humans arrived in the Americas, the last of these birds still existed. If they ever met, there is no doubt who would have been the prey. Number 3. Titanoboa. The largest snake in the planet's history. An anaconda pumped up to biblical proportions? The Titanoboa measured 15 meters, 50 feet, was a meter thick, and weighed over a ton. 60 million years ago, it was the undisputed queen of the tropical jungles of Colombia. As a constrictor, it needed no venom. Its strength was absolute. Any creature caught in its coils, including the giant crocodiles of its time, was crushed with a pressure of 400 pounds per square inch. The equivalent of having the Brooklyn Bridge dropped on you. It wouldn't just eat you, it would turn you into a shapeless pulp before swallowing. Number 2. Arthropleura. The personification of the nightmare of anyone who fears insects. The Arthropleura was a giant millipede, an armored segmented freight train that reached 3 meters, 10 feet in length and half a meter wide. With few natural predators thanks to its thick shell, this creature crawled through prehistoric forests with impunity. It's unknown whether it was a herbivore or a predator, but fossilized tracks show it moved with surprising speed. While possibly not aggressive, the sight of an armored monster with hundreds of legs crawling towards you would be enough to induce panic in any creature. Number 1. Mosasaurus, the undisputed sovereign of the Cretaceous oceans. The Mosasaurus was a 15-meter, 50-foot marine reptile of pure predatory force, a distant relative of modern snakes and monitor lizards. Its crocodile-like head housed a furnace of sharp teeth, including a second set of teeth on the roof of its mouth to ensure no prey escaped. It hunted sharks, giant turtles, other marine reptiles, and even other mosasaurs. It was the T-Rex of the ocean, an apex predator with no rivals. For the Mosasaurus, there were no challenges, only prey. Today, a fishing boat wouldn't be a threat, it would be an appetizer. And there you have it, 10 monsters that prove reality is far more terrifying than any fiction. Our world was once the playground of walking nightmares, and we only survived because they are no longer here. Now, I want to hear from you. Of all these terrifying creatures, which one would you least want to encounter on a dark night? And if you had the power to bring one of them back to life, just to observe from a safe distance, which would it be? Leave your answer in the comments below. If you enjoyed this journey into our planet's dark past, don't forget to leave a like, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more dives into the unknown.